about?
No. So very excited about this fight card. You know, it's not too often that you can get two big names on the same card. You know, you have Linares, who's pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, and then you have Lucas Matisse, who's also in many ways an iconic fighter because of the style he fights. And to have them both on the same card, it's a special night of boxing.
And also have Linares on that card. Just talk to us about him, man, and working with Linares, working with Lucas Matisse, and what do you guys expect in the future from your fighters? You know, this unification.
Look, they want big fights. These guys want big fights, and they're two special fighters. They're two top fighters, one of the best fighters in the world, and they're willing to fight anybody.
Obviously, not looking past their opponents. You know, they gotta get through them first. You have Jorge Linares. A lot of people want to see him in there with Mikey Garcia. The WBC has mandated that fight, and then you got Lucas Matisse with the win. You know, it's a stacked 147 division. A lot of people still want to see the rematch with Danny Garcia, man. If you guys can come to terms with the promoter somehow, work it out. What are the possibilities of Mikey Linares and then Matisse? And even
We're willing to fight anybody. We're willing to fight anybody. If the fights don't get done, it's not going to be our fault.
Yeah.
Because we're willing to work with anybody.
Yeah. And Bob Arum recently stated that he would like to do some kind of a talents trade with Premier Boxing Champions. Would you guys be open to that with any other any promoter at all?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We can do that.
And of course, people, they're going to ask you, they want to know, update on Canelo Golovkin, the rematch.
We're very close. We're very close. It's the fight that everybody wants to see. I think that the first one was very exciting. It was a very good fight, and I think that the fans and you guys, the media, want it. So we're doing our part to get it done. So it's very close.
You know, there's a lot that you guys got to negotiate, from the venue to the purse percentage. One of the things that kind of stirring the pot a little bit right now is Oscar received a gift from Jerry Jones, Dallas Stadium. What are the possibilities of the rematch taking place in Dallas?
Right now, we're not looking at the venue. Right now, we want to get the fight done. Once we get the fight done, then we can start working on the venue. We can get to work on everything else.
What are some of the sticking points, if you can?
I can't really discuss it. I can't details. I never like to discuss details of the contract, but we're close. We're very, very close.
Billy Joe Sanders, where does he fall in line, man? He threw himself out here with the.
Eventually, you know, he's one of the top fighters in the world. Eventually, I'm sure that one of the top fighters is going to want to fight him. But right now, we're concentrating on the rematch. That's all we want.
How important is that fight to Golden Boy? You guys have been a part of many big fights. You made many big fights throughout history, but how important is the rematch?
Well, it's what the fans want.
Yeah.
You know, it's what the fans want. So, and I think it's important not only to Golden Boy. It's important for the world of boxing, for the business of boxing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's you gotta have these big fights. You gotta do it. Boxing is such a unique sport. You know, football has the Super Bowl. Everybody looks forward to that. Baseball has the World Series. Basketball, the finals. Hockey has the finals. Boxing needs these big fights. These are like the Super Bowls for boxing.